serves as a pathway for mankind to get to God. That gift, which we are thankful of, is Jesus Christ. The way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through Him. Oh yes, we are thankful for Jesus. We are thankful for Jesus. Ready at that say yes, what the doba, what the drum ya didn't say. Say one man would want chicken quack. Bring away and your number yet. Wabra Yakwasra, young Kunoman Yakwa Busia for Wabra man for Chicha Diano. Oh, my yaging and see a dear Bacoso. Say Yamia will born Nivia say. A brana Bonia Docro, a Yasi. Oh, say sacrifice Bacopa and a better Abua. We are seeing that bonkan na bonia shadema. Let's say we are seeing what and they say what the years should be my the double years should be my I am rich. I did it for them in the Mocasado. Why when you said you know, who do some persona who found your work found you be woman and need to be woman. Oh, yes, I couldn't be woman. We give you thanks. So this morning, as we're living. We are counted amongst the living. It is by His grace and mercy. His son. Etienne, yadi ano fafayi danase. Bidiane Kwame Minkah kwa weso ni afaso. Amwa kwa badia badwabo asijumedi eso. For Power 97.9. Yabadwa data yababa dwendwen yema home. Ensema wodo etoto ye. Ensema wodo ekoso ewo yema mu. Yebawura Ghana mrase bedwafie. Enra BBC wo ho. President elect John Dramani Mahama. Edi asem no ka de na woni trim. Edi no ma no wasa ase me ma me maso. Edi ensem na fa Ghana ho a wasa ase a wo me ma me maso. Let the poor ye be wura ni nyina mu wa bra ye boy tonton sansan. But said ye ya ne da no. Dwuma de minimum an na edie. Ma me ntemo ka ba bia mu wo bia. Wa bra wo de messages ne ba. E wo Facebook no so and a Facebook WhatsApp no so. Facebook at Power 979 TVXYZ Ghana. XYZ Broadcasting, our YouTube, TVXYZ Ghana, so Facebook. Oh, yes. With a grateful heart, give thanks to the. Well, I tell you, maybe a phone line to the Wabra, you run come Cassiamo. Give thanks. And as somebody a simple cry. Jesus. A simple. And now, sir, when you know the money, Eddie, a year, my summer, your fear, Edumadian next year. What's your MPP fana? What kind of opposition? And a dianima and nam kwaswa eba. Would you Kakao send your nap and your mark in a sea casa? Kakao send you not Dr. Matopoku Prempa or your Baumia Bedia send your now was sea casa. A 2 name Puetra. And yes, one more bought a buy now one nam kwaso banoko. I yet am Puetra. Acquire Buba Wundi Yadeba Bramo. Buba Woody Bessie. Put your Mokasana. That is the impression you get. What kind of opposition are we going to get in the MPP? We be on phone lines. Where your money tell 020-898-4166 and a 050-000-0257. What baby on my Ghana do and MPP are buying so. And I yada amana donko imo. And MPP abayi so. And a sabre or mine da aquaria so. Eti. So we a political party a Ghana. Edo makuma swa. Akasabre womukra na etre ekwanya. Abai na onam kwaso no ba no obetima faswa. Ebeboa eyi o mine free or how ni amane we mo. Komo na betre. Anya tuatu abi se. Semo na mo se mo ba be reset. Ene ha yete a yedi nkomo ye de. Na po na ekasasa. Couldn't pass on my aquarium so for 3 years in here. Asra for ni navy for aba bomu pruma so mo pe. Do play and a face ship 3 years in Monfamo. I fear mobile free a bemu. and Wakwatram Rashabed fear say, Yammo coin to a set of Baya, Yabako Bobusia, you better with the Aquatosa Acadian. Not defense minister. What to be defending Yentia? I was a Mampany, at Timiko Highway, Mushay, and the Aquaniaba, at Tim Rashabed Fienra, and defend this idea. What kind of opposition Yababe Hunu? Opposition ban Yababe Hunu, our MPP move from 2025. Opposition ban Yababe Hunu. Okay, the first call about hello morning with you. And I'm baby out for free. Nana for Su Jamestown yet you.
But Yema, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Yemen, congratulations, Yemen.
Solid.
Nemo, I gave a kuhami. It looks like the performance setting do so trap via to walk. And to Miss Seleno, open and energy hormone, that energy sector hormone.
That's right.
Didn't I even say, almost the cat, so a cow of power, on the tree, and 2 years. Seleno. Okufu position omu kwa kotutu go ebo park no so dem kwa koya no so intime sino
ofere ni hwe ho material ka no yenye ni tewtew sare be adodo na betima ba homa no so eche bia dia gudie mu nsem bebre mo 0208984168 what dey say MPP for no nyame aboa ma o ma hyase ntem eti ya hyase ehunu de ebobo ba ne ntem. Hello morning.
Morning.
Me ton kapa bodi na baby am free.
Me kasa free eji.
O kasa free eji ni efro say ebusia. Ebeneza kasa yetie opposition ben ene e ba be hu MPP mu.
Then the simple and short opposition very difficult. Na no ani say omo a ya pade okoji omo ho no. Na po na kasa onimu bi. Afenema kini so onimu bi. Eti ya pade no omo ho mo gi pro mo ho. Na ade no nyem le ba mama onya skanu skanu omu ho
na ti di oka no Ghana na kasa no ebusa mu take note there. President elect John Dramani Mahama mu take note. Leader Ato Forsen Dr. Kasiel Ato Forsen mu take note there. I'm coming him na me for the next caller. Hello morning within baby of free. Hello morning Mr. Tiabi free
Hello morning.
Tell me free phone so we didn't have a free. Yamina down, mamma, who body, not your free.
Yo, Midiani Yakubu, no, because I'm 50 miles south.
Yakubu, yet you.
Yo, Minia, we are, and couldn't be a nano, Yami Kiminti, a buy ye, the Yamiase, a part of people for going in Ayakwa. Now the NSA, you are John Dramani Mama, power day. And this media now, when you need to ever point yourself, Kokoya way.
Yeah.
One of our way,
yeah.
Now, the MPP for you, the dear Magana view.
Yeah.
Now, me say, yeah, Yamepa, Paya woman, Swa, or Moka woman, some say, no. I'm going up for a warmer until, yeah, can you understand? And when you form more Ghana, one more for money to form.
Material Cano. You call the next caller 0208984166. Ebo tell a more, but that's what I would use some yadebo. And a first 050000257. Mamma Tier Naport Nin 70 big crown and Sunny editor to Sansanaba. Hello, morning within a baby of free.
Kwame.
Hey, body, and at your free.
Yes, friend, Ken, it's referee Dodo.
Can you tell?
Opposition is there. But Yamiti, no Mahama, obviously.
People who say, MPP for no, I say, almost that to dra, and I say, almost soon Fidia Hodwo. Our more can send this Baby Tom, or Tom and Nomaka say a castle mobile. Who also who say? Micro.
A mini group no entity but we are
sure
obviously
material can me that say Mama family last caller na fe Mama mo Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe as say atone ne empuatwa wa lu support say hwe gap no Obaka will be radio frequency 1.6 megahertz. 1.6 megahertz. She gap way. She said yes, ya show. She trop pa. Ewa mracha bedefie. Kwenya dodo na akodi NDC afa. Ghana kasa. Instead of you to be reflective. Wakwatira mracha bedefie and ato oni mpwetwa. I was shocked. Say obia na anu ya na ye running mate. Meaning say na kaka krebi akaba be vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Yenyina ye nim said ye na pokasa. But I wasn't expecting him in the House of Records. Say and say be kasa bi to say and monfa monkokwa getengeti aban nimbra. What was that? And also na no, I don't mind if he was joking, but na na nibre sem. Na ni abre na no kasa. Ye botonton sansan na mebo full video no. Ba wo de mame kitwe bi na oma nhwe ni esi nra e wo mra so badwafie no. Omo nti ni ye kan yase. Mo fa video no mame. Yanko.
Kenyans have voted for the resetting agenda of Nkoko Nkiti. So not only that, Mr. Speaker, apart from the vote and proceedings and maybe his end of service benefits that he's very much interested in, every other thing, social protection bill, second reading of bills, third reading, so that we have enough time to do Article 71 business and do vote on account, such that, yes, if it is not worth doing, it's not worth doing. Please. So we have agreed on resetting. Let's close shop on everything. Do those that are interested in that will further his own personal interest and close shop. Thank you.
For numbers, yeah, free screen, so phone lines yeah deactivate. But Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe no. Diana na washe ni mu say ka Ghana for beto abama ne boss. Said the obeba be vice president of the Republic of Ghana. When ye House of Records. Baby ye di Ghana komo. Baby ye sijira ye wo Ghana dimo. Etu anamo wo Ghana dimo. Na ye gina so de ye Ghana ye e hon wo gina ya wo twampo ase. Si ye nya omo so ade omo say omo ba be ye Ghana bio. Eti no man na ye wo ha nyina ye nya ye. So omo ba be reset. How do you talk like that? Forgetting say sabra ye kase napo enam wadwuma boni nti ena ye nyinam kane a honsam anwe ne sisei eno ma one fan to akwa mu ye eno ma wanye ne ye enam so nti ena say hwe look at the energy sector they said yes bre hwe ka da ho mo the propaganda every opposition abewura aban mu ba aban mu propaganda ena ma ya besi sabre ya mu firi aban mu firi aban mu wasundwe mu ena propaganda ena mu di firi aban mu and then you see me can once and for all Minkah bio these people you are laughing with it may be good for the optics and camera no so there yeah omo ya nam for nom omo ya na ne fe ye hwe said the NDC for ne MPP for sere e wo mrache bedafie ye hwe said you see bam ne yonko look wa bra wo bam no wa bra wo man high five wa bra wo cha ne nsam wa bra wo ne sere hunu se said ye na wo ne wo sere no wo ne wo sere kwa. I'm not saying say see them as enemies oh. Eh? When you are didi a I said the other sasabon samu didi no. Watere no maninya tete. Maninya tete. Honorable ABF say ni say sasabon sam anasa no se kronfo se kronfo be fe wano a eya no ahwe wo se ye because by the time oba fe wano awie no wo se ni bi be kronfo no oba fe wano mwa eya no ahwe wo se ni ye wa hwe ni ya beta za wo se no ebi enum ensia edu bi kɔ because so e kronfo engineer ni sa abusia Dwabo Ase the Power 97.9 and a Power 97 now Facebook Live TV XYZ Ghana YouTube XYZ Broadcasting ebra so say de agudie mu nsem ebebre mo be na show no ye dedicate e ama ye nia be ma or therefore kwasi be achie and then birthday happy birthday my good brother parliamentary correspondent, election correspondent, reporter at large. Tell about it as a Reverend Shorty Hinson was the MPP agenda is to use their inefficiency and corruption they have created against the NDC. Therefore, we must ensure Operation Aura is implemented to the core without fear or favor. Reverend Shorty Hinson, no. Ebo akwaba bibia bokode
nyame adom
adia tie bia wo pepo no ase swate that's what
deep one
sick one
it's a blues no also bluey ebi o home a Man City there no and
that's right
into no different
sick one
so they sick blue
and ya my agudi won some sick one
all right I don't pay at last tick agudi won some ya ebe brabo and that unim say and some so Black Stars and you see also new Democratic Congress omo winning elections we show him say policies omudi gu wo say omo ban over changes sports e wo gan har bibia enso be kosi entine be rem unim say Honorable Nilante Van der Poel former sports minister or then some to join room and some other to join a bit to that Bremo Sanso and Charles Osiasibe a ba secretary a general swag and swa or no so then send brena to join us room na and some abanina yet to me at the Bremo and draw and so calf awards and so to me a baso na brantia or no so no Osiakan Atlanta and Nigeria no and to me GSC Naziano Nigeria for at to me atwasu mienu and on some a bit to me at Abrao Diana and then producers Roger Emmanuel the sportsman and Kojo Fosu found the Minswa Brian Semino Abraham Nedino a bo Taylor Yenshen Semnasia na yeko former sports minister no Dino Honorable Nilante Van der Poel unim se NDC winning elections ne de omo na omo hwe nim se sports no ombetimi aboa no mo say sports atiti apansam uko athletics enkoye uko football enkoye basketball de won nsem bia sanso na boxing na etumi kra eje medals any titles bebrebe na etumi edi bagan no boxing so isia no etumi ajiegu enti no NDC hwe nim se omo ba power no ombetumi esiese sports industry no na bibia akoso ye enso edi ama sports fraternity no way and Honorable Nilante Van der Poel ensem atudwa se o se NDC ebono omo hwe nim se good policies omo di nyina beto form na sports no enso etumi aye krabehwe enti ensem Honorable Nilante Van der Poel edi atudwa.
I wouldn't want to make any promise outside the realm of the manifesto. The section of sports was well thought of. I was very much involved in the crafting of the manifesto on sports. I contributed a lot. So for every Ghanaian, that I would say is that we'll be determined and we'll do everything possible to make sure that whatever we put in the manifesto regarding the development, the management and the promotion of sports in this country would be done. And I also want to pledge and to assure people that, as we have said, it's not going to be the same thing all the time. It's going to be a resetting. Sports, every sporting discipline in this country is going to have the desired attention, and we'll make sure we encourage other sporting disciplines to also stand on their feet.
Some former sports minister Honorable Nilante Van der Poel or the atuja yemfro na yenko Charles Osiasibe eba swag no and a general secretary e de emma swag no so the nsema atuja ne okan yina say or say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oba pa no or say sports no so reset no na bibia ekoye e de ma sports no.
The leadership of the Sports Writers Association of Ghana duly have congratulated the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It is something we do, but we also have congratulated him primarily because of all the political parties. It was the NDC that opened their doors to have discussions with SWAG and other stakeholders as far as sports development and promotion is concerned. So we are happy that the NDC, who opened up to us, have won the elections. We are happy that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is going to lead this country for the next 4 years. We are happy that, and we will be happy that the discussions we had with himself and his team, they would try to implement them. So indeed, we have congratulated him. We are only hoping that because he intends to reset Ghana, it is important he considers resetting sports. We have said that sports is a major sector of the economy we disregard. Sports is as big as the agri sector. Sports is as big as the health sector. Sports is important as the education sector, because sports creates employment. Sports is business. And if sports thrives, your country thrives.
General Secretary Edima Swag Charles Osiasibe enka ena eti ya no yemfi wo na yenko the black Queens of Ghana enso akacha wonim se emaba no omo hwa nim se WAFCON na yeba so 2026 no betumi nya qualification na yisi anu mpanyfo edi atudwa se wonim se first round na yeba so no eba Ghana eba ye ranking Africa dia ye wani point no yentumi embo first round qualifiers nim tie hwa nim se second round qualifiers no enso betumi atudwa na second round qualifiers na ebetodwa no Ghana, Rwanda and I say Egypt and a draw no eba betumi enso ehiomo enso ho na yeka WAFCON ho ensensem no 38 African nations and I ebe pre say ometumi a qualify no metumi enya 12 slots enso WAFCON na ebetumi abaso 2026 na eba first round na teams are qualified that essence a bomb ranking Africa ranking no so no South Africa, Zambia, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Cameroon, where any countries any Egypt and Morocco, where any countries are Africa. Modern Montino, to me, I qualify every first rounder. A bet to me, Abbas and him say Bia, and so because you and painful idea to just say Ghana, a bet to me, Asia, Rwanda, and I say Egypt, and so Hono, you should him say a mano, nor have to any mama one with Bia, and so Ebeko ye, and so Eddie Amon and painful idea to just say next year, February 17th to 26th February 2025. First round no ebetumi akoso sanso and a second round no so no ebetumi ahyase enso October 20th to 28th October no 2025 we and a second round no so no ebetumi abaso ntiri wo hwe emma no omonumba omowo anase modumba omobo Ghana ha ni nyina any Africa ha na nor hope to any mama one with bianso ebekoso esi Rwanda and I say Egypt dia na etumi atwi afom so na your first time ye call ye no have to etumi qualify ye no ye hope say 2026 so no obetumi qualify ye na etumi akọ WAFCON na eno so no ebetumi abaso enso Morocco no we ene nsema ekoso Black Queens akachia eno so no yetumi edi emamo yemfi Black Queens akache na yenko George Efri ye wonim say or former vice president edi Ghana Football Association isiano ono so de nsembebe na atudwa efa eba president Emma Ghana Football Association Kate Okreku no nsema odi atudwari nyina nse o si Kate Okreku FIFA any Puma omo brand sika pan over $1 million and every season bia omo tumi edi brand na sika ni nyina no sika no ontumi emfa nyahwe emfa ma footballers any clubs wo Ghana ntino o si embre eko nanim no o de nsembebe ebetudwa wo vice president and I say president wo Ghana Football Association Kate Okreku the sika Puma and FIFA Eddie Brenner or said in some ebetudwa afa yentie nsema papa ne din George Free Eddie atudwa.
For those of me football club owners na omunim no, in the coming days I'm going to share with them documents of how much Kate has received from FIFA as way of support your mother body, so they can know say Kate ye bibi maya enye ni bottom scar. I will share with them how much we have received from Puma as our #1 sponsor. I will share with them how much we have received from CAF as our sponsor. And all right here, Mebubo Biachro. In the year 2020, when Kate became FA president, we received $1 million to run the association. $1 million from FIFA. Also received $500,000 for special projects. We received $200,000 for equipment. And in the year 2020, only $1.7 million. 2021, 1,500,000, 200,000, $1.8 million. 2022, 1,500,000, 200, and so $1.7 million. 2023, Oji 1.250, 750,000, 7 special projects, 250 for equipment, $2.3 million total. Can you boom? Since I kept by 1.7, 1.8, 1.7, 2.3 tabulating now we see car watching from FIFA and Kwa in 5 years. And it's all to my clubs now. Na clubs who say, oh yeah, papa. I don't understand them.
On tia say ko sika FIFA any puma any ba Ghana Football Association keto kreku onya hwe emfama clubs na even ochiche buses kra 2001 buses na akosesa wa rebranding na we painting ho na de ama clubs no se ni nyina no enso clubs no eni kwan se omutumi agitum ewo kwan a ket okreku ede omo faso nti we ene nsema George Free former vice president edema Ghana Football Association ni nsema odi atudwaro yemfio na yenko insultraman akache endra yetiwa na yenya ntie bi se omo general manager Eric Alajidede na o se resign na we na endra Corner Line Sports Radio XYZ unim se eno no yetena se eda Monday Wednesdays ene Fridays wo ebo 1 p.m. yetena se wembra Roger Emmanuel watena se no ye ne Joa Kofi Jempe no no communications director enso edema instructorman and some of the atubia ne se o se communications echo round se Eric Alajidede general manager edema instructorman wa resigning no se nyina enye no kra yentie nsema Kofi odituja
official na say enye official based on name say no but I can confidently say that officially no any news be to be frank me sorry anopano I have so many calls and no movie and also on internet some of these popular sports channels maybe are writing about I think the honor me free and I mean you know I have to call phone to find out if it's actually true but then the confirmation is that any official letter be from Eric Alajidede concerning say we are resigning and also resigning. So for now, what we are aware of, Mr. Eric Alajidede and also Eyedma.
Entino we ensema Joa Kofi Jemperi to Jowie no na to aso eka se o se ende o ti se Eric Alajidede we resigning o se be surprise pa e dia ama ono ani so atreman fans nyina.
A surprise in the sense that we had a meeting, and it was a very fruitful meeting. And a meeting, I'm before because we were all thinking about the way forward. I'll be very surprised. And he's someone who has pledged whatever circumstance be a number as a club suffering with our current performance, maybe, and he's ready to take us out from that situation. And I'll be very surprised. Obeshabona later. Be decided so very resign because for now I can't actually think around Mr. Eric Alajidede are resigning. I don't know if BBC actually but what I know is the last time I spoke with Eric Alajidede, everything was okay.
Entino we ensema okanye owie no ni kwakra mu eno owie se wonim sense ataman di se on form our Ghana Premier League no enko enso ni kra na papa ni din e de Joa Kofi Jempe e kan se wonim se last season on ko CAF Confederation Cup o se ya no enti ena di se no team no ntumi performing.
Oh no and yeah that brainy I keep saying always be a club president we shouldn't accept mediocrity in life. And though in as much as accepting mediocrity, you look at a club last season or more any success in the Ghana League, Minkah the Ghana football, Somerset is also struggling. And Africa now a boy and a conditional beginning, I'm a good start league anymore. And any club now will start of the league, and your papa. Mostly affected the confidence of players. And this time around is about psychological thing and also you used to announce psychological operation also you used to say a bit to me they boost to the confidence of Emranti and back. For now I would say no any performance and KD's but then I think the African arm here in a good start in the league.
Sama communications director Edema Enso Atroman Joa Kofi Jampeni Sama or the Atujano Yanko Calf Awards and a course Morocco Marrakesh and Bontineso and a calf to me at Nasia or Momo Bomb Africans Omusia can Ewo Yamrone any African Omutumi Obama Basso 2024-2025 season and I said 2023-2024 season it to me area no and dry Renessa it to me a buy no say city camp player of the year a branch at the Ademola Lukmana Usina kan Edema Nigeria any Atlanta or no and to me a GSC Nasa Sanso and a calf player of the year no so no a man no it to me a so and I said to me a Emma Barbara Banda Usina kan Edema Zambia and Orlando Aya Pride unim say ababa we uni a barrier singina a most expensive player or no second most expensive player or no sina kan Edema Zambia first expensive player no or no so sina kan Edema Zambia and so a back half goalkeeper of the year memane dia no Rowan Williams or no so sina kan Edema South Africa Edema Molody Sounders or no eno to me GC na so sounds and a calf goalkeeper of the year no emane dia no Chiamaka Nandoji or no sina kan Edema Nigeria and a Paris FC or no eno to me GE calf interclub player of the year no so emane dia no and that's a memane dia no Rowan Williams or no and so eno to me GE sina kan Edema Melody Sandals calf interclub player of the year emane dia no Sana Musudi or no sina kan Edema Morocco and a AS Far also eno to me GE calf young player of the year and memane dia no Lamine Camaro sina kan Edema Senegal and a AS Monaco or no eno to me GC na Sanso and a back half national team of the year and memane dia no Nigeria eno to me GE sounds and a calf national team of the year and memane dia no Cote d'Ivoire and so and otumi GE FC ni nice so sounds and a calf referee of the year and mano Butra Kabubi also free Morocco and otumi GC now so the see FIFA etumi announce say officially on the FIFA office ebe to me akọ Morocco esan say eba Africa henyina omo isi no omo lead football Africa henyina no Morocco into no omo kosi officer ni nyina no ebe to me aboa Africans nyina no metumi ahwe say football no so no ekoso no omo to me aboa na bibia enso akosi ye enso ede ama Africa yemre continent in same nyina ebe sia na Kwame Minkah atwa Dwabo Ase so ede ama me producers and there Roger Emmanuel the sportsman and akojo fosu fund me so am dey ensem no ebrem edino ebo tela midimusia na Kwame Minkah atwa Dwabo Ase so ede ama
Ebo me da se Saudi agudie mo nsema brand na no pay with Dwabo Ase Power 97.9 and a TV XYZ wa ba for tintan video no so ye twan ho frede amansan nyina hwe ye wo Facebook live Power 979 TV XYZ Ghana YouTube XYZ Broadcasting. The Baby Boy Tonton Sansa no pay. But as I don't make Roman Rich Chinese Clinic. Roman Rich Chinese Clinic. Where I Sabia Yenina Yabejia Tumu. Oh yes, Seba a year and you draw yadia and a stroke. Akuma yadia diabetes. What you know, Peno na touch show. Or yaw amani hunu. And I would them and I what you know, Peno. Chimataba ho. I spine. Say your liver and kidney problems. For the Roman Rich Chinese Clinic. Roman Rich Chinese Clinic. Powered at Danzidia would do a free warbano. And yan Danzidia get what? When you are Sabia Woka, what the Yadia no qua, won't find Yadia in Piabio. The cabbage row. A man for what Gideon Wobu, a doctor for a bain for Mapa, and our one. Or my crowd of so much show. Jomachako said Omudino, Esikano. Roman Ridge ya no more and cry hey. One Indian High Commission and a DNA will check. Who better from 0546 450672 0546 450672 and a 0556 121 863. Or yet, you have to join us if you are the friend of Pop. No, what you can see, and you may be no noon from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And what Tenasia. And a women than a question that year. A friend upon no tree, a question we are Bremu no me, and what Tenasia. Roman Rich Chinese Clinic at some Namika. Saturdays and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Oh yes, they provide effective treatment and management of stroke, heart diseases, diabetes, spine, liver and kidney problems. You can locate them at the Roman Ridge opposite the Indian High Commission right here in Accra. Give them a call right now, 0546 450 672. You can also call them on 0556 121 863. They work from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays to Sundays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Roman Ridge Roman Ridge Chinese Clinic. Franco Trading Enterprise Adiasunkubi Ekoso. Mama wa mani efise Franco Bronya Chedia ne Koso. One is a Franco Trading Enterprise with leading phone, mobile phone, accessories, electronic retail outlets. And one is a Bronya Brebia Dra. Omo Xmas promo. And Bronya Brewe running free. And not the 16th of December. Kopim se afino baba na wie ye tuamu saa. Yenya ne se ade bia betobia ewo Franco Trading Enterprise no. Ya wa chede a ye de beba ho. Eti se mobile phone na beta. Ya wa chede sonko a ye de beba ho. Say blender na beta. Ya wa chede a de beba ho. Say your chest freezers, refrigerators. And now bon from nyunyu aye Franco air condition. Papa yi bia ne boda for me. Utowie pe na ye chawade. And now above TV, smart TV, free 32 inches, Kosi, 86 inches. Oh, what are you? Ya Bamo, Chedia Shronko, when you bet you hopa. And now microwave now part of Bora Franco Trading Enterprise. And you will CCTV camera, Bambonti, Yadibiaba, Penny B, a bonus answer that from Franco Trading Enterprise to talk. Ashita Ghana Fenanina, Babia Bakobia, for Ghana, Kubenya Franco Trading Enterprise. And you are made in Sawaso. Etibaura Musuto Mubia, na the Toby B, every Franco Trading Enterprise. Now, what Chadia da way can walk from 0246 4223 38 0246 4223 38 and now 055 593 9311. And I'm going to say 0555 939311. And now between from 0302 225651. Franco Trading Enterprise. Or that's why your phone papa pay ya crowd train me babe button to sansan and ye gina mrasha be fie ye be gina ho e de bie nsem bi so e de acham ofise aban na waba no eye John Mahama aban no ye nyina ye pese wo succeed Ghana for nienti aye tu no boom na ye ma mo nkonya bebrebe ene se ye pese John Mahama aban no a won fie nine pe no ye pese wo di nkunim na by the time I be wie na dwuma yo no Ghana ni din beda Ghana fo nyina no na ye hunu se ye benya mampanyi bia wo sia wo yo ba de bia beba be ya kwansidie bia no ye betwe adwa ba so se de be ya sa kwansidie no endi hini na benyini abe ya kwansidie ye bebo ye tonton sansansi ye enko ba bia ye besie.
na sawote konkoya na jasa samaba na sawote konkoya na jasa samaba
asamaba na simple ye nyina ye nim ye ni tua enya agrodie Ghana economy no yare ye economy no wa yare pa yare o yare no enya yare a ye de biko ene motivate ene esa enya yare ni bia wo de eno asa wo de wa fa kiro no akopɛ paracetamol no anom na tipae na jai no ye yare bebre ena adokro ye de omo enam omo so o man Ghana ye sika sam yade no eyo omo wa ba mu sabre enti da Ghana for koto aba December 7 ye dan na di kiro omo say ye mpe omo fra ba nim ye dan na di ye de bufo de kom ene ye tutia omo ene ye ka kiro omo say omo gala away. That is what we told them. It is not President Mahama ebra asofo no mpanifo omo free Pentecost a year Pentecostal and Charismatic Council said no mu koshia no na said no chia said no wo mu koshia no no mu ni di nkomo em watu na numu tuo say o my Ghana economy ni yare na ne sa no o my Ghana economy no the nam so eba ya ne bosia bobebebe na kenoforiata mampanyin nanado ni nia bema no nenam no obobosia yes kenja yo wentie bosia bebrebe sikadie bebrebe sikaseye sikahye akwaso over the past 8 years eno na am ya beduru ba bia yeduru ya in the words of the president elect John Dramani Mahama wakapen wache ne obeya afa ho benra osanda enedi e chairman sai say economy ni yare na baby a was ye hukura no eh we tie di oka no
fatigue after the rigorous campaign and so but I'm getting much better. Let me thank you our Christian fathers for this visit. I appreciate it very much. As early as last week I got the message that the GPCC would want to call on Monday, and I readily said of course it's in order. I want to thank you for your intercession, your prayers, that have guided Ghana through a successful elections. We don't take it for granted that Ghana continues to remain the most peaceful and safe country in this sub-region. It is because of the constant intercession that we make to God to continue to preserve and protect our country, and you play a very key role in that, and that's why we must in all things give thanks. Yesterday I had the first opportunity to go back to church, and we had a wonderful Thanksgiving service. And I said in the church that I intend to live by a manifesto promise that we would reserve a time to say thank you to God every year, so that He continues to bless our nation and continues to give us the peace that we deserve. And I expect that the clergy will play a key role in this whole National Thanksgiving service. We don't intend that it should be government, determining how it should happen. We think that you should control it, and government will give whatever support, to make it happen that we need to do. And we expect that the National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving will be observed across the whole country, at the national level and in all the regions, so that we give God the due place in the governance of our nation.
Thank you, sir.
I want to thank God for the opportunity He's giving me. It's rare, not only in our sub-region, but in the world, that a president gets the opportunity to come back and lead again. It gives you the opportunity, after staying out of office for many years, to be able to reflect deeply, to be able to appraise, what the reality of the situation of your people is, and come back and do even better. And so I keep praying that God, having given me this opportunity, should give me the grace and the strength and wisdom to be able to make sure that this second opportunity is worth the while of our people, and that it would enhance, their prosperity and dignity as the people of Ghana. And not only Africa, but the rest of the world looks up to Ghana as a model in many things, in governance, in democracy, in how we manage our affairs. Unfortunately, over the last several years, we have run into severe crisis, not only on the economic front, but even in our governance. Belief in our democracy has declined drastically, and belief in our democratic institutions has also gone down. I'm not going to single out any arm of government, but if you look at the general surveys that have been done, belief in governmental institutions has waned. And that is because, like I said in church yesterday, we're not being accountable to the people. We've lost our sense of patriotism. And I'm happy that Apostle Nyamiche has, as one of his personal advocacy and crusades, has taken up the issue of accountability and patriotism. And I remember that function you invited all of us to. I think it was a wake-up call. It was the precursor to what the people of Ghana were going to do. And apparently they've taken the law into their hands themselves. They decided to punish people, if you don't go by what they believe to be in their best interest. And so yesterday, as I was saying in church, we should not be too happy and gleeful about what has happened to our opponents in terms of the shellacking they've taken in this election. Because, as I said, the stick the beats Techi with, Abaya the bot Techi. Yeah, they talk about. So we too should remember that that same stick is lying down in wait for Ba, which is us. And so we must raise our governance and our management of our affairs to a higher standard. Historically, Ghanaians have always held the NDC to a higher standard than MPP. I don't know what accounts.
So betima forward ya ko baby a na wo kasa fa the economy and what say economy ni yare. And what your president Mahama kasa ya. O che said the amount for GDA what democratic institutions mo every woko. What just said ya ma kuntebuo ambeye ye hiasem over the past 8 years and now 20 amount for GDA wo amemwo mu ne kabi mami kabi amemwo mo eko. Na wose o jinyame di se o nyame na abagije ne tata aboa no ama watima ye bisa de be ya sa gidie ye afri amanfo mu no anase gidie amanfo wo institutions mu ene aban mu ekọ no ebetima ade asaba ba bia na asem hia a eye nkomo a ye betimi a connected to near Corso, our Mrasabefie, the Okafa, the economy no. What's in the pot? What's the Ghana economy ni yare? Economy no, a yare. What's a yashas ya day, and a montua would wear day, at to Aquamu, said a beya, a betia pobio. Now, go Ghana Mrasabefie, and Kwamobia Corso, at this time, my economy no, a yare. At this time, I young who ya one no. At this time, I young Yasika and Fanya Adihia. Ne whole defense minister. Abejam Rasabegafie. Yes, a woman said now what say, would you a young show, name a asema na dawa, namudi dada. But you see, what Dominic Nittywood should have realized, and it says, and yes, Abrewe, and any flagging no mabisa. Say, Mrasabeja fono, and yintum, na yentu anamon, na yankopa bosia 140 million euros. Yade kwa ya, yade kwa koto a ship. Ediama Navy, and I say, yade koto ship, Ediama Navy, any a bambo fono. Yes, a your massam here, a your muddy here, and for the past 3 years, Oma Bamu Punumusa, one few more. I fear move free a bemu. And when we say, Sam common here. Sabina na mo babu sabebrebe no. Ana mo chichichi sika bebrebe e Ghana dimno. Watu agiemu sika yade magana enam atore ncham bia ato yi. Say sika ni nyina mo de ye den. As I said ye, mo pusu eyem rasabedwafie. Mo dan na di say ehun abehia. See entu anamo near Bobo say 140 million euros near Fangoto ship. San common on the Babel, but say President Mama video the no kafa economy no I ready. You bet my cosona, yet here benya ready there. Straightforward, young comrades. Okay, I ready yet here.
We from the little briefing I have, the economy is still very sick, and there are many areas that we need to work on as quickly as possible. Especially the energy sector. The energy sector can derail everything that we've done with regards to the debt exchange and with regards to the IMF program, because the debts continue to pile up there. ECG's governance is in a very bad way, and so they are making commercial and technical losses of more than 32%. There's no utility company that can survive with 32% commercial and technical losses and still continue to be a viable utility. And so as quickly as possible, we need to do reforms, in the whole electricity value chain in order that we have better efficiency and performance if we are to have sustainable power going forward. The priority is to stabilize the economy, reduce waste, rationalize taxes, because Ghana is increasingly becoming a high cost point of doing business. If we are to remain competitive, we must rationalize the taxes, make them more transparent, so that foreign investors feel attracted to come to our country, to come and set up, businesses and industries so that we can get employment for our young people. There's a limit to how much government can employ. We're a country of more than 30 million people. The number of people on government's payroll is less than 1 million. And so it just shows that the public sector is not the viable option for creating jobs. It's the private sector. But how we grow the private sector, not by lip service, but by giving concrete assistance to that sector, is going to be very important. And of course, building up agriculture and agribusiness and agro-processing, which is an area that can employ very many more people. It's something that we need to look at and expand.
Dear President Mahama, you get an idea of saying na buying a besiako, and then normal beginaso, and yet to a mining pong. Over rationalize the taxes. Over na waste, ya can waste, sika say yes, sika die, sika ya tugu kwa, sika kwa di bottom bonimu. San woman in our what it is so, and the wujuma. Over rationalize the taxes. Na sa rationalize taxes and no na man for woman ya yo mu do musika ba se economy no e hunu se no wodi huni sa sika won sa be ka no wodi ye adehia e be boa ma e de mfaso aba man ni mu a ɛno na ɛbɛma amanfoɔ mu nyaaya wɔn de wɔn sika bɛhyɛ man ni mu ɛhunu sɛ wudi wuni ɛna wɔhwɛ baabi a wɔde n'ani akyerɛ within the agricultural space sɛ agri business yɛnyɛ no as business as usual sɛ agric no yɛbɛgyina so amena bɛyɛ enyuma a ɛbɛboa ama ahotɔ aba and ɔbɛbie space no sɛde bɛyɛ a private sector no aban no ɛbɛsɔ n'asene aboa ma amanfoɔ atumi anya adwuma na ɛno nso abɛyɛ nyinaso a ɛbɛboa ma economy no atumi anyini so ɛhɔ na president mahama ɛhwɛ but the current problem a yɛwɔ ɛbɛtumi ɛde ɔhaw kɛseɛ ne amane abrɛ yɛn ɛyɛ the energy sector na ɛhɔ no na president mahama sɛ ɛnyɛ nwanwa sɛ ɛhɔ energy distribution company te sɛ ECG wɔ commercial and technical losses ɛyɛ about 32%. ɛyɛ dɛ na eduru ha and within the energy space no ɛka bebrebe na ɛda hɔ no ebetumi ama anamɔ no kura mpo aban 2 year wɔde yɛ yɛka nsiesie ɛyɛ debt restructuring no a yɛyɛ ɛnɛ yɛka sɛ asɛ yɛn ho yɛ ate no wɔnhwɛ a ɛka bebrebe na ɛda hɔ no ebedi release a effort ne nyinaa so adwen kɛseɛ paa na yɛhia saa abere yi a yɛbɛtumi de adi saa adwuma no si yɛbɛtumi anya investors ɔmo bɛwura within the energy space a ɔmo bɛboa electricity company of Ghana ɛkwan yɛbɛtumi afa so ne yɛnyɛ sika ne yɛtumi ayi ɛka no nyinaa dɛ ɛfiri hɔ so wobusa ho sɛ ɛka no koraa yɛdɛ bɛda hɔ ɛka yɛ sika no yɛde yɛ dɛn ɛdeɛ mpuntuo ne yɛhunu within the energy sector over the past 8 years no ɛdeɛ investment ne yɛhunu sɛ mampanyin John Mahama apɛn so ɔde power plant baayɛ na sika a yɛde kɔtɔ power plant no ɛso kyɛn sika a yɛtam saa power plant no ɛde firi beaeɛ a ɛwɔ ɛde kɔ Kumase ɛno ne investment a yɛmaki yɛ is that what we are talking about sɛ yɛni da hɔ paa sɛ yɛde independent power producers ka ɛso yɛwɔ sika paa so yɛntua ne yɛde sika ne yɛ bibi foforɔ ɛno ne investment na yɛka ho asɛm no anaa ɛnti dɛ na anɔpɛ mesɔre a mehu sɛ honorable fififi afikwete general secretary ma NDC amanyɔko no wɔtwɛ wɔ ne Facebook sɛ operation recover all the loot no ɛbɛyɛ adwuma no na manya ahoɔden foforɔ meba na mabɛma bu meba studio na mabɛma bu na mesuro ɛde ma JM ɛne ne nkɔɔfoɔ mo ba abɛn mu ba mehu operation recover all loot is possible ɛbɛyɛ adwuma no ana ayi honorable fififi afikwete atwe wɔ ne Facebook a delali sɛ ɔpɔ ɛnso share wɔ Facebook no mehu yɛ na menya ahotɔ so because si yɛtumi recover sika no yɛtumi retrieve sika no sika akɔdi bɔtɔ bɔne mu a yɛbɛtumi ɛbɛba bɛyɛ nyina so yɛbɛtumi ɛde atete ɛka ahodoɔ no so but you see wabere wɔ nyina ɛkɔ so a yɛboɔbɔ ho a yɛpɛ ano aduro no na ɔmo a ɔmadi ntwa wɔ abatoɔ yi a yɛto yie a ɔmo da so wɔ abɛn mu a aka kakra bi ɔmo kɔ no adwensakyerɛ a yɛfrɛ no adwensakyerɛ no wɔn mo nyanya bi o mebɛdan na di akyerɛ yɛnkɔ mmarahyɛ badwa fie yɛnhyɛ asɛm firi ɛyɛ NDC kuo ɛbaa no di ni honourable Dr. Kasiel Atoforsen a na wɔkyerɛ nea nti a Ghana fɔ to ti a MPP aban no tie wei.
It is finished. Right Honourable Speaker, I would like to thank the people of Ghana for electing His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the next President of the Republic of Ghana. The people of Ghana have once again shown that they can rise to the occasion when it matters the most. May I, at this point, acknowledge the hard work of our present 137 NDC members of Parliament for their dedication to duty, which has resulted in the unprecedented number of MPs elect for the NDC party. Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to announce that we were able to snatch over 50 parliamentary seats from our colleagues at the divide. We took more than 50 parliamentary seats from the ruling NPP party. Mr. Speaker, we have clearly shown that it is possible to reduce the NPP majority to Nkokwan Katenkate. indeed, Nkoko Nkete is possible. Right Honorable Speaker, the night Parliament will be unique and interesting. It would be a contest of ideas between the super NDC majority and the mini-micro NPP minority. Mr. Speaker, what happened on the 7th of December polls was a revolution, the people's revolution, what I call it. It was a revolt against a government that is obstinate, insensitive, high-handed, and dismissive of public opinion. It was a revolt.
Dr. Kasiala Toforsen, NDC, Domno, Banu Dini, and Anano Kasano. Was say Ghana for sorry, yet wa about one kwaso, etutia, embranya juma, yetutia trimodin, proye, kankai, amamwo pone, and only yetutia, and yet two about the ma, umwa, ye nimse, omwa kumapa, umetmasha minus ye. Now, I no Casana Mishema me as Losu and him. And I'm a guy, the way I nance and Jeff Wire Crado. I want Rasabia Fear Pronano, and San Wobe Chamber. Now, when the camera shed and in Wobus, I didn't know what was a paparazzi and the moody betches. I didn't know ye. But me assure say, brother, what to honor Dr. Atoforsen, actually, the number of seats are about to so met me a shim. At every NPP for summer, I realized you could tell from her the look on her face. So between the video natural, you could tell from the look on her face. I said, now I hear reflection. I said, now I don't want her. I said, Bibi Afrimin sir. Sana yajia man in Yano. Sana me nipa. Yeah. Nyamia kasa. Oh baby, one in Naponso network. Naponso yakasa won't you. And watch the phone. So minim de one in the command and woman walking kind. Bad 10 year behunu, they are not walking kind. By a year soon to be minority leader. Up in your marking. Wabra no so adding in some air to ya. And now what should I say? Okay, to say to me no abedi monsa. To me ni bedi monsa. Yan I yatia yeshe. Kwanya moba faso. Now them go one getting no. So you see. They have not learnt their lessons. You
are going to reduce the taxes at the port. We wonder where you get the money to implement the Onkukon Ketenkete. We are waiting. Mr. Speaker, these are on a lighter note. But Mr. Speaker, clearly, this is a time for us to reflect, particularly those of us getting into opposition. Indeed, no party can run a perfect government in this country. When you get into government, whilst you are happy to implement your policies, you are likely to make some mistakes. We concede that some mistakes were made. We concede that we couldn't have done everything perfect. The people have spoken, we've accepted it. But Mr. Speaker, the coming days and years will reveal the true colors of this umbrella. And the elephant will be watching keenly in this chamber. Mr. Speaker, this House looks forward to a leadership that will keep us going and keep the lights on in this chamber. Mr. Speaker, let me commend you for the 4 years of your leadership in this House. Mr. Speaker, we may have our disagreements, but it is obvious that members' warfare have been key to your leadership. Nobody can take it away from you. Mr. Speaker, the institutional empowerment you've given to Parliament is equal to none. It's largely because, Mr. Speaker, we had you as a speaker coming from within. Mr. Speaker, I don't know whether you are being retained or a new person is going to be appointed, but I pray that if they decide, Mr. Speaker,
if they sack you, Mr. Speaker, of all that you've done for them, they are going to sack you. Of all that Mr. Speaker has done for you, you are going to sack Mr. Speaker. We will see. Mr. Speaker, if they decide to retain you, I know Parliament is going to benefit. But should they decide to retire you, Mr. Speaker, they can do it. Oh, they can do it. They are unpredictable. They can do it. Deal with these government business so that we can say that it is indeed finished. Mr. Speaker, there are also some important welfare matters that I would want to pledge to my colleagues that together with my colleague.
What for assembly later? So up on your market, no. Now, what come away in a cost one? A year up on your market, and I say, don't cast your enough on the Batuja, and no matter what I any would you, including a tour. Was a business is bit here. My nine agents are what the better no. And you see, we are not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not 6B, and not 10B. According to Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, what's your list now of businesses named Kofua? Yes, Yemfa, Tua, was Omutriano, and Chomo, especially at this time. On my Ghana FSC liquidity challenge, make a liquidity challenger. On my Ghana, ya boss one. He said, Tokro, Aboswano be a betam, Nanado Atama Boswano, and Odikochebi. Sikania Boswanim, and Aboswano, so I was a down. Watam the Kochebi. It is again you, Sabra Yenisika, Yesua, Yabobra say Yenisika, Abba Fufrano, so a waba. What drink kwanya obetima faso na wa pesika dia bo o man ne brano sabra when yakofa list tin of businesses awodoa yemo mo de broni kano tax waiver yemfa to encho mo Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa wa oni say o sha say what to kanea e de ahwa ban we so nye ne was a men to na menya dai and what to kanea ne de to om so dai na di say no enye sabra we and your coffin list thing. And about to us, Sanko for women in Ano, the 2 was so mutriano, a barber chomo. Tia said you see, advancing the argument. We are maybe more dear Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. And now, medical say, warm yemi and a phone so. Minim Hawa, what here the Akoswam Ratsabegafie. And this is running mate for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. I get to Abamudi in Kunima, Kwadona Baba, head of the economic management team. Kono na baba ba ba umia ba de achie so anya mem Ghana for adawroma anya mem nyame adawroma anya mem kono o ebra na yedi nkomo omra se bedwafie o miemia ne phone so meaning say e bia multitasking wo ye o mo ye multitasking no obetimi de na so atie wa bra wo miemia ne phone so Okudzeto Ablakwa no si ya no sorry speaker ni born so obeka nsem ye de betro ba ye ni kentie Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Right, Honorable Speaker, the list of priorities for this meeting, Mr. Speaker, I want to respectfully appeal to you, as you, if you can probably avert your mind to that. Then, Mr. Speaker, the second issue that I want to raise relates to the tall list of tax waivers that the majority leader continues to present to this House in business statements. Mr. Speaker, we have stated our position on this matter. And considering the fact that all of these matters have been voted against and rejected by the Ghanaian people, why is the majority leader still putting it in the business statement and wanting to get us to work on these matters, which are so unpopular? A tall list, over 40 tax waivers, Mr. Speaker, and this will have serious fiscal implications for the next government. I mean, why do you want to saddle the next government with these huge revenue losses when you have been roundly rejected at the polls? And this is a government talking about coming to cut down obnoxious and nuisance taxes. And then you are creating more fiscal liabilities for us. So, Mr. Speaker, we want to serve notice that these tax waivers, we are not going to support them. So please listen to the Right Honourable Speaker's list of priorities, particularly the budget for the first 3 months of next year. As for tax waivers, we cannot support you. Honourable Afenyo-Markin, we cannot support you. So you need to really get this out of the business statement.
Komando mudi sabre enoma ehia also mudi hujuma sabre ya from some samra mrasabedwafie. And several times na Afenyo-Markin what you say mrasabedwafie edwumadie mu say oh your businesses ahodo bia we yensusuye mu no yenfa etu e wo so mutua enche omo enti said de mekan no enya duasa over 40 businesses and was the tax waiver and yamomo and honorable kuje to Ablakwa say abana yakoto ne nanse no Ghana for dan na di say sika seye sika tuguo no eyade ayempe enti ne tuti amono enti enti na wonsua ho ade na opesa wo di adesoa ebeto aban foforo na wonam kwa so awo ba no and any question we obusa yo afi na pose hwe ehene ha ni kokwa apai wo di atie empu atwa bi otwae tie no.
Minority leader and the majority leader have come to an understanding as far as government business that we can pursue this session that we are undergoing. Just to get up and say that Ghanaians have totally rejected MPP and all his bills and all his encumbrances is a very, very unfair statement, Mr. Speaker. It's a very, very unfair statement in the sense that there are other things that have been programmed that I think that we shouldn't even bother to do. Why should we at this time take up any bill, whether it is environmental bill or social bill? I think the new government then should come and start, because we are resetting. And I agree, Ghanaians voted for resetting. So, Mr. Speaker, let's probably, the only thing we have to do is to take the vote on account and close shop. We should not continue with any business here, because like Honorable Okujeto said, and rightly so, Ghanaians have voted for the resetting agenda of Nkoko. So not only that, Mr. Speaker, apart from the vote and proceedings and maybe his end of service benefits that he's very much interested in, every other thing, social protection bill, second reading of bills, third reading, so that we have enough time to do Article 71 business and do vote on account, such that, yes, if it is not worth doing, it's not worth doing. Please. So we have agreed on resetting. Let's close shop on everything. Do those that are interested in that will further his own personal interest and close shop. Thank you.
No, Ghana for more shabby TMA. Near Okujeto Ablakwa Kaino. Emudia and any personal interest. No, tell me. Emudia and any personal interest. Say, I don't think our person would a car. Ever to a buy now when I'm cross over. How is his personal interest? Ghana for ya kotu abayanto enye enyina so de bi na nya say sika say sika ya tugu no enka ho bi ene eto abetia omo. Is it not part of the reasons over 40 businesses over more tax waivers sana hede ede ne yebenya afri ho business we ma obama more tax waivers no? What is so special about them yeah more tax waivers? No, I'm just wondering. Say ya more tax waiver ede na bato Ghana ukwo apaya wo twampoa say napo agia ya mfomso to aba aga we na de baba head of economic management team kadwin we na de baba wo de baba to yesigasam kadwin we na ka de baba yesigasam ne de adwin we na ka de baba titinani as far as the economic management team is concerned. Say no po ya mfa wa now will say crumple in the economy because energy sector no e ka economy no na say bia energy no ne de mama adwinwe na ka de ba ba mu on nyame on pebone wa fa Ghana fo simu kwan amasa adwinboni we and then wadi. How can you say ono Okujeto Ablakwa wo gina Ghana fo anamu aka say tia anamon bia ye betu a e de ka hunu e ka yɛbɛtumi asi wo kwan abɛto Ghanafoɔ soɔ no. How can you say near what can you in the personal interest? Ah, Nanya no cre. Said ye here Sabreya, and was ye. Any and no ma, Yadabatu to Aquamu Sadabeya, I can Tiabetu in the next 3 months. And Yano cre. And ye be on a mopasamoye. No, and no ma Modabatu Ghana for any munra, one Rashabe fie. Dear Bio Pan and Amopasamoye. And I told Napoleon Puetra. I young defense minister, Ora Dominic Nitiu, and someone Kaina Mamin Kaio, a Brana Nado Danko Kufuado, a Tam Ghana Sika, and the Kohan Musang, Eddie Diakonyaba, Anna Honorable Kuja Blaqua, Baba Dine, Ditcha Ya, no Muni and Yanubia Mayeno, Dominic Nitiu, Enya Kukodro, Kojam Rasabe Fie, Ebedia dance yet Yentia. Nanado Danko Kufuado, Ghana for your play na Yatama your presidents Ahodwa, Mahama Po Yusu ye, Kufo Yusu yeno, Milsu Yusu yeno, Nientia, Nanado entiwi Yusu, Nana in class, Nasama Wakana say, your man Penino on say, and was what yen who ye, and was when your baby obegare, or Trenton in the name wa, Yana and 9 pim kofo, one on the Becas as some no, Masobegafie. And what justify Nientia, and was a man penny. Etam yesika e de ko han wie mo hyen ene ya beduru ha ye dakam ye dakaminem Ghana wan ye tan ye ho bon se kan wo dwama so bi ampe ani ma hwe ne mpo wa boy bosia ya beduru hai Dominic Niti wu defu akura ya sanya akukoduro abegira mrasha bedwafie e defende nientia e wo se mrasha bedwafo e makwan na yakwaje bosia 140 million euros adaya yeni IMF for kind no wo mu gitumu say ade ehia ema man no na sabira ye ka say ade ehia ma man no adaya over the past 3 years navy for no o ma boy punu mu san say wo mu pe ayi ship yi enso 3 years ni ye ntima fa mo it is a sabira ye ka na ne sa no but they are buying pe wo pa we betiba yo mpenso a we betiba ba atoagu but underlining factor when speech no mo how one what try say what about Ghana for nyina nim say ade bi ehia navy for no and NDC for no ba atoagu on adwen ta o mutrim tie no.
And for Ghana and the IMF to agree only simply means that there must be special reasons why the IMF will agree for Ghana to take a commercial loan. And he knows that it was the IMF itself that had to agree to open up the space for Ghana to be able to take this because Ghana does not have aircraft and ship. It doesn't have aircraft and ship for our military. I don't have a problem with the next administration dealing with it. But when there is an opportunity to do it and you don't do it, that is up to them to be able to do it. I don't have a problem at all. And I just told him that at all, that we don't have a problem. I am saying that you have opportunity to purchase 2 ships from France for the Ghana Navy. If you think that you cannot do it now, Mr. Speaker, you wait and do it when the government comes. We don't have that problem. The new government comes. Nobody has that problem at all. I don't have a problem at all. If the IMF will agree and open for them to borrow next year, I don't have a problem at all with that. And so I will defer to them, Mr. Speaker, for them, because it leaves the burden of some of us to be able to do that. And the military know that they have been chasing this for 3 years. They've had an opportunity to do it, and they are those who purchase it. It's not this government. So if they think that they cannot do it, they have to wait and start all over again. Good luck to them, Mr. Speaker. We should hold on, we should not do it, and good luck to them.
I don't know if you see, and I say, you see, a very smart way of making it look like, say, hey, Adie here, Asra for the Navy for no, and NDC for no Besomoye. It's a very smart way of crafting it. Meanwhile, Asra for in Navy for you, they've been chasing you for the past 3 years. Nitiwu, one kasao, and a yuama. For the past 3 solid years. 3 years ago, Nadia Nekos or memoir. No, let's go back. 3 years ago, So 2023, 2022, 2021 mo no. Na Ghana te say. Sabre no na Ghana te say. Was it post COVID? Anana COVID aba. Na yesika samo te say. Not debt to GDP to say, now your fiscal space, no, say na city, not liquidity issues, no, not to say sabreno. So don't give me that bull crap. I beg you, I'm not your fear. I catch say 3 years in Asra for Navy for Simusa, na fair Aquania Nabano, Nakamodrin say, oh, I can wait your coin in ye, yanto, a aircraft in ships, no, Emma Asra for no, and Navy for no. It what can it say? Sarabaya, we are sitting near we are never near. One will say, and this is for you or won't pay a year. But the truth is that Mwagasamunim never for ne asra for money. For the past 3 years, you have been chasing them. Question they say, you had to chase them for 3 good years. I feel a war be free abemu. And one will say, hey, send a yasem here pa. 140 million euros at this time. No, it is impossible. It is at the Ghana for Katromono. It is highly impossible. Because I was here, Yesikano, and ye be before from. I don't know, near Mampanyi, Jomahama Bay, because Minini team. I don't know, near Finance Minister, Mampanyi Mahama Bepauno, Ebeye Edia Fahon. But on the face of it, Rosha, Ebeye waste of mining Sikasem. If they decide to go into that particular venture, no, but they are not need to no, and another person make you margin so. So a person will come for you bit to say, and this if one mom no mutri more than ya, or mom person mobile navy for ne asra for no. But mom and I'm yet for 3 solid years. Yet they are saying yet to many monya. Sanona address for a catch a mono. Say sabre ya madi ntoma lusu mun kwatena fie na mun siesie mu fie yie na mun hunu kwan a se abatoa bi aba mun befa so ewi edi nkunim ono kra de no de dom kwabenya ena e ka asem ena ye ka sei apanyo market ne dom enam se dom kwabenya konya no ema na e ba ni nzuzu anso no yensan kan bio menim se ndisi fo the Akoto court to say, Yanfa injunction and to so called recollection in this war. But so what here address of a cassa ya one is and drop for a Kenya. Bibia say one address of war. Now we yet the MP for that area. No, what you have to say, MP Pialusu Tieno.
You don't want a situation where you are not the face of the constituency anymore, but people still receive you as the face of the constituency. I didn't want that conflict, and I chose my words carefully when I lost. And a few of your guys interviewed me, what's the way forward? I told them I was going to be with Dr. Baumia. I'm going to do other constituencies when I have the time. But Dome Kwabenya, I think that my influence is still there, and I want to give my opponent the way and the room and the space to enjoy it and to work the way he wants to work, not the way I want the constituency to follow. Will you go back to 2028? I've done 12 years in the constituency. Yeah. What I'll say is it's a bit too early, and I know that there's still some issues in there, but if you look at the gap that we win with and what we are contending with right now, I think as a party we need to have a critical look at that constituency and how we can bring it back, with or without that constituency.
Thank you. Addressa for Kasa HSA, Malusu, Munkofie, Namukoya, Juma, Namusambere Bio. Some answer tree up and your mark in the anymore, Monanan and a recollection at the end of Brofa, you will be that our Yabat one shemu, Namo for Sudia. Well, and this year for Aquaji injunction. Yan has said ye best yako. But one more wouldn't throw about what you know, Biba, Rasha Bejafie, and Ebini, or Japan Mesa. Na said ya bat one is ya humble no. Bema Yambra. Obiama Facebook Live. Power 979. TVXYZ Ghana. A Japan Mesa. One eura boko. Boko. What would that would it you know?
What are your expectations for today?
It's a regular parliamentary sitting day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so what you expect Parliament to do on a regular sitting Parliament day is what I expect Parliament to do on a regular sitting.
Are all of your colleagues going to show up? Do you have that information?
Well, of course. I mean, I don't know who is coming and who is not coming. But Parliament is resuming today. And so I've come. I expect that every member of Parliament will attend.
There are concerns that people like yourself who lost your seats are not really interested in what happened in the remainder of the 8th Parliament. Do you get
my presence here certainly throws into the data session. I lost the election for the 9th Parliament. I'm still a member of the 8th Parliament, representing the good people of 2nd and I'm here to do my job.
All right, well, finally, the First HS bill is up for discussion today. A lot of bills, the social protection bill, the financial stability fund bill.
Why do you say it's up for discussion today? It's business that has been tabled for this side of the term of Parliament. And so we'll start work. We'll do the ones that we can't today. We'll continue tomorrow until Parliament goes on recess finally, I believe on the midnight of the 6th of January 2025.
Now, my leader ne honorable Esrosu they say ebra not floor no me de chreo or chamber no me de chreo. So she was in a reflective mood. Basically, we are Parliament, the one and send for the camera and show us one obusas I idea na kwaso. But what did I'm rushing baby Fiona and one who said no, I didn't know akonya free me so. My leader there ebra na send for dinner je o mo pa bibi kakra e de free na no so won ka bibi no. Oh, what better than a trom one equal? I tell the came poor on a corner. So at the end of their humble for. But there be more answering few among them. A bit is up on your marking. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, they are still in their slumber. Dominic Nitu, when young Magin Tumusa will lose you. So, Cassana ne or Money Yano. As a woman that so to me be no to me now a chromo sabre no modern or my dream say a woman summer football or when young so melusu. But from 2025 no where them my eyes go clear. Honorable but honorable Harina Idris here what can he pay? Was say quarter no my farm on fa yet Ghana for you not tired you know.
You can have the Supreme Court majority and you can have the electorate majority. We are the majority of the electorate. The electorate have decided. You can have a Supreme Court also rule in order that we uphold the tenets and principles of the rule of law. We will respect the Supreme Court, but we certainly disagree with them in their thinking and in their judgment.
The business of the House will be discussed. Are you confident?
This is a lame duck president and a lame duck parliament. The life of this parliament is almost gone and over. I think we should focus on the 9th parliament. For me, the most important item that if parliament should be considering is expenditure in lieu of appropriation, nothing more. We should preoccupy ourselves in accordance with Article 179, the Public Financial Management Act. What is it that we can keep government running and the wheels of administration running until such time that President Mahama can introduce his
simple. You focus on that by now. When I'm because you will lame duck parliament, you will lame duck president. Lame duck a buying, lame duck president, not parliament. Lame duck a buying, lame duck president. She knew a mumu, woman be on Modema. And Harry Idris Wakano. By Yadin communities and Yadi Tonton Sanzano, ever to a mamma fa a year Pastor Eric Nyamiche. Nijidi Sembia wadi tuga. Wabro mo consider President John Dramani Mahama. O se owo jidie mapa. E wo John Mahama mu. Se adie bia waka bia. Ene kwan bia waye na adwen so. Na adwen se obefa so. Ade aye Ghana yie bia no. Owo jidie mapa. Sampampa. Ani nuane amani ampa wobeye. Tie no.
It is an answer to our prayer. We actually prayed into this election. And what the Lord has done, we are glad. We want to rejoice together with you. And also to also congratulate you for the decisive victory that you chalked together with the NDC. You have done very well. We want to say congratulations, sir, for this victory. And also we are here to assure you that the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council will continue to pray for you, and then we'll also make ourselves available to support your presidency. At the end of the day, we want Ghana to win, and we know that once he has selected you for us, he's going to use you mightily. We'll make ourselves available. We'll come to you from time to time, and any time that we are invited, we promise to be here to share our mind and to discuss about the developments of this nation together. I, on their behalf, want to just share briefly a word with you, and then we will pray. When Paul was in prison, he was expecting some comfort from other people. Eventually, he got it from the church in Philippi. And then he said this to them: I rejoice greatly in the Lord that at last you renew your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned, but you had no opportunity to show it. My interest is concern and opportunity. Many a times you are concerned, but you don't have the opportunity. And then once God grants you the opportunity, you need to grasp it with your two hands. Because opportunity do not just come to many people, especially for somebody to have an opportunity to lead a nation twice. It doesn't really happen to many people. And this opportunity has to be grabbed. The closest companion of opportunity is time, to the extent that sometimes time is referred to as opportunity, and opportunity is also referred to as time. But because we all don't have the luxury of time and we don't live forever, we are all measured as to how far we can go and how long we can work. So we want to encourage you, sir, that take this opportunity and take this time.
Pastor Eric Nyameche and our Otening Kano. Apostle Eric Nyameche, Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council, Penia Omoko, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Chain. Emre, Enya Quenya, Emre, Enya Quenya. Sa normal way ya MPP Fuenu, and only Omone. Eti Emrani Quenya no, Ebi, and Ato, Yaman paying John Dramani Mahama. Send your best to be a usu Emrani Quenya no, and on the betre, baby Albeko, Ewo Abrabo, and Nantimu. Ora Dominic Tiwu, Honorable Defense Minister. Wabra me dito to sansan yi ba na wie ye no. Ship ya na wo pay. Makopa bia ma. Onso ma twe ho Ghana Navy. 3 years ni o ma bo opuru sa wa ma o ship bi. Me ma pa bia ma. 144 million euros no. Wo de yen save 144 million euros no. Yen nyakra yen fanya bibi foforo. Ba ship bi de ma pa bi e de ma enu nie. Me gina ship ya me de kire Dominic wi so. Edi tonton sansan no edi ato pa hwi
man ya maya ayo enyo ya ne wom ya paso bia ba adwabo na sibi na asem bia wo bia mu oka na me man ye ye kunsum yemfa mu mai motrobodo yemfa mu mai mosempa.
what then talk. Then talk say we no go blow. But take a look at us now.
Take a look at me now. Take a look at me now. Running things in
time check in the studio 8:19 a.m. You're live on Dwabo Ase on Power 97.9. We are live on TVXYZ. Live on YouTube on XYZ Broadcasting. Time now for you can see our news review segment where we get to tell you all the interesting stories in the various newspapers right here on your radio 97.9 Power FM. And of course TVXYZ. Just want to remind you that you can keep sharing your thoughts with us on the show on our Facebook Power 979 TVXYZ Ghana and on YouTube as well. Do well to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and anytime we're on the air, you get to experience the power and the XYZ.
Bring it on. This life is not easy.
Akosua Ekrado. Bena enso ye odefo kwasi birthday. And then the birthday. Odefo ye celebrate what?
You never gonna make it.
But odefo atwe adwensi bibi so Akosua. Was it enra bra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne asofo no mpanimfo mo Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council Asia, you know. What da na di chomo se enche bia no 1992 constitutional or dine a teacher Ghana for say ben sakraye wom baby atocho baby en shedanya adwuma man no ye be ye den sakraye be no se nche bia dwabo kase bi ebeba so na sa dwabo na se no enye ahade no sa dwabo na se na kosia ehon ne ye begina na ye de sakraye no ye dey aba ye mamra ni mo yes and we are very soon very soon.
That's right.
So when you shy but you see the way a man for your word because de mampanyi mahama was no and na menam obi mpum achi and I near dum kania metis oba ni okunu mu din komo mahama wa ba no na hwe omudu num kania wa na me bomb say
mahama krase onyan shy
I say krache ewura I say ah ne ya share dem na I say me fa ho I say oh mama yiri chat ade da afeka wasem da fe ne yiri go chat ade toli ne yiri go chat ade wa be say mama nyamai yato abama no yes or your president elect mampanyi ayi no mampanyi ayato abade ama no ba wonyanso akonfena ni mu hwan kire it what mo
Kwame de o kan no ekoso pa amanfo ahyase eboso bo amanfo ahyase eboso na mahama ban na den na mahama kra se afeni ato abayi no NPP gusu aban mu obo mfiri aban mu Ghana for yen hye ne nso onyanso akofna mu nso aye enti yen hye ne nso saa
ba yi omo aban mu kra dwen so mo koda dada hwe napo de ye botre mu hwe napo hwe afanyo marking wo de hwe omo nyina akasa mu ase omo pentema ko 8:22 a.m. Dwabo Ase Power 97.9 Samson no therefore se Minkah ma amansa nyina te se President Mahama so dan na di se ansa no bekwa ahomigye mu no ono legacy no peso oja bibia Ghana for the bekai no enkaye dum uboni dia se Mahama na ye uboni dia se Mahama nti na we bae enu nti no wa ba mu abusia ye foni kase ebre ni akoso ya fa ye tu fa na ye kwai
ye tu fa na ye fa daily graphic de obo krata no enhya se no pay ufa graphic ya wode onmonyafo Alexander Afenyomake emfoni aba and afi Dr. Kesela to Forsen was no so the emfoni eda hasen ni nyina ye no adamra hyebedwama setena ya ekoso ya Kwame wadikan abo boso dada saa eto ahodo bia enra nanka dom dodo no ye NPP kokos no
ye de kwatsekwa
yan wo mo kire senka ye nhwe $350 million US dollars
over 40 businesses $350 million US dollars
has waivers just say ye de chewo mo muntu ya to bia na wo chese sa companies makoma be ye aduanan ba kwi wo mo hye 1D1F say ye one district one factory say and na NDC for say David enya dwuma enya possible ebire yi mu emprempena ye wo mu $350 million US dollars dabi what dabi
say no na man na podwai o say say masa de ene de ntini wa mo ye kofie
Eti Daily Graphic e de ho nsɛm ama ne bo aba ɛda no pɛ saa so na Yera John Dramani Mahama kɔkrɛta ne fan ya ɛtɔ so edumiɛnsa wo kyerɛ sɛ wo bɛn no eniema hodo atitiru bi wo hɔ pa ɛda na koma so a wo pɛ sɛ wo bɛyɛ sɛ ne bɛyɛ ɔman Ghana ebetimi atumpo ne titiru de di kan yɛ ɛyɛ constitutional review ya obɔ so yi ɛna afɛn so no wɔse wokɔ bɔko a ɛhɔ mo nwe kra bɔko nsɛnsɛm no yɛ ade ha dwena da bia enipa ɛfa bo ɛhwere wɔn ɛnkwa enti wo ba obɛhwɛ na bɔko ntɔkwasɛm no wapɛ ne poma sibrɛ na asumdwei atimi ade ahim ɛwɔ hɔnom ɛnra Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council ya wɔne wɔm ɛhyiaeɛ no ɛna wɔde saa ɛnsɛm wɔ nyinaa ɛto dwa na nɔpai Daily Graphic de bɔkrata no ɛbɔ ho amaneɛ okɔ yɛ Keta Senior High School a wɔn so ɛsrɛsrɛ se no school ni tumpɔn pa wɔn wɔ category B enka bɛyɛ mpanifoɔ nhwɛ na wɔn fa wɔn mɛhyɛ category A sɛdeɛ school no modern mo ɛkɔ soro no na ɛniyɛma ɛntimi ɛnkɔ nkan ɛmfa ɛmɔmti Daily Graphic deɛ a ɛna nɔpɛ yi wɔde ɛba yɛ ɛno no yɛmfa Ghanaian Times de bɔkrata no ɛntoa so na Dr. Kesela to Forsen ne mfoni ɛda anim ha sei na ne nyina ɛfa yɛ tax waivers ya yɛdi kan aka ho asɛm na saa ship no ship no a Dominic Nitiwul ɛkyerɛ sɛ
also ship no we yana
ship no
obi abɛhwɛ ship no Facebook
live pipa ye bie no
that's right
saa ship
no we nya pipa na me de ye ship no mo hwehwɛ na nie e de atwere ho
oh okay
Ghana
Navy all right it is Ghana Navy ship no a Yera Dominic Nitiwul ɛkyerɛ sɛ nka wɔn ma ho kwan na wɔn ma sika na wɔn kɔnkɔtɔ na animanim ya ɛma wɔn mo no ade ɔmra mɛgye Kwame so ayɛ bia ma ɔte brada mɛgye wɔse ɛmfa ɛnya dwuma ɛbrɛ we mu dabi de na mo kyerɛ MPP for ɛnya de abɛyɛ dwuma kra eti ɛde ho so nsɛm Ghanaian Times da bɔkata no ɛde aba ɛna no pay Yera Mahama say legacy no Kwame wadi kan bɔ so therefore de baayɛ no ɛno so kra sɛ ɛho nsɛm waba wɔse wɔ pɛ so gya bibi to hɔ no mu a na chi yɛ ka ne ho asɛsam pa adeɛ we de Yera Mahama ɛna yɛ yo na apɛn so ɛna enya asa adeɛ o gyache sɛ na chi papa ɛto hɔ no man nkyiri ma ɛbɛto so a o behu sampa o betena so sɛ Ghana mampanyin no wo boa ne ho modene pa ɛwɔ ɔmayi emom na Ghanaian Times so de a wɔde ɛba ya na no pɛ kɔ gomua afranse na anu ada yɛsi okada rider bi nipa bonfo bi akotwa ne ti a kyerɛ sɛ akɔya awre ho sɛmpa na ɔmo so ma kyerɛ krachi bi a osusu sɛ wɔno na di saa nyambra sana saa bia posifoɔ egusu a wɔn ɛyɛ mu nhwɛmu to kɔ Ghanaian Times ne fɛ to so bensa hɔ no a wobetimi akenkan bi ɛwɔ hɔ na yɛdi Daily Post da bɔkrata no ɛtoa so wofa Daily Post a Yera John Dramani Mahama nipa bi a wɔn ma bene ɛwɔ ɛyɛ energy mu yɛ ka ho ne deɛ na sefoɔ energy experts wɔn mo kyerɛ sɛ enye easy sa ye energy sector ho no Yera Mahama ebe no wase wo hwɛ sɛ de akufo aduba omia banyi wɔn mo atete hɔ no mo aprapansam ma nei edum so ekunye wɔ Ghana ha sɛ no a enye betɛ saa ma Yera John Dramani Mahama we no wase wo ba ba inherit dum so enti wɔn fa nhwɛ na adwene mu sɛ dum so hɔ enti afa no wɔba ba siesie ama ye nyinam hoɔden no ejira ne naso eti we ye
obi anka yakɔ ani mo
obi anka yakɔ
ye tu ade yase o ama omo bato ye omo so Mahama eja nyinam kan ye buso ye hu de emfa nye obi ana so de one de one factory
ene hwɛ de ɛkɔso ɛwɔ mai emuntu omo so omo nsɛm a wɔn ɛbɔ ho amane ene anɔpɛ no saa so na Yera Mahama say economy yare ankasa so me say obo video no
eno na Prophet Kofi Oduro a birthday asa eno am so na President Mahama ka say economy ne yare ena Prophet Kofi Oduro so ade bi otai kan ya na amafo tai de kan ne wo yale eti economy no in Prophet Kofi Oduro voice
yare o say yare ankasa say ni pomu nye na no ada Yera Kufu Ado say said ye wo hwɛ third quarter ya economy ne niam akoyie no ni ade Yera Mahama se dabi Akufu Ado wo bowa pa economy ne oyare ya wo se ye de ne koji edi nso ko esi ne so no onya hoodene etie no ho so nsɛm wɔ de aba saa nso na NDC abanyoko no wɔn ɛde nkrata akɔdan yɛ court a wɔn kyerɛ sɛ mpɛsua ahodoɔ bi a isi ne sɛ wɔn bɛsa kenkan ɛma no foforɔ wɔn se dabi yɛnya deɛ saa adeɛ ne yɛnya kenkan awie yɛapagya wɔn a wɔdi nkunim ne nsa ɛdeɛ bio na isi wɔhwehwɛ esi ye san abekenke san se ade na omo ye no ye gyina bi kon so kete e na omo declare results na sefo omo de akodan court ye ndisa amanyoko se won hwe na isi won twi ne ho free ho kra eti no ho so nsem Daily Post e de aba enne ano pay
efuna ni ofefiade na uhu
nsa amka nsa saman wo ho
ofefifuna ni ade na
uhu saman
enti efunu na omugu so omo fefie no saman no mahunu
na prophet Kofi Oduro ya o kan ho asem
wo yale
ai wo se ye wo Ghana difuo bi wo ho no ma sabi bro Kwame asem na o kan no odin
ano den sesai ese na no na kan wo se
there are many foolish prophets.
I was that kind of brofo.
Some kind of
brofo.
There are many foolish prophets in Ghana. The NTA Okasa and say, was Sansani ya Babetu Abano. Ye nya difuo bi omo hihye nkom. SNPP Baumia Ebedim Kunim. Now she had 2 abani wie no. Ware se poto. NTA was so for say obodini. What's the prophet Victor Kusibuatin?
I didn't hear me no.
Or that Power Chapel worldwide or your prophet. Was it prophet Victor Kusibuatin? Power Chapel worldwide. One penny ko farbai. Ya wadan was so jna na safo kan ye se ba omi abe wini just say niema o was we wa hwe ye wo foolish prophets akodo bi e wo my with Daily Post dia what the buy na no pa me fa
yeah man happy belated birthday prophet Kofi Oduro na no ye call na so utu say o treat ye fine pa na 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 woda na cause ye flyer man no benya too late prophet live on radio and TV so yeah mo nyame nkoso enchira your passion and love for the nation, you know. Ebi mo ntiase, but debi ene bi mu bete wase. Ya kwa enim.
Yo, Kwame ya di overseer Dwabo Ase no ewie. Na for overseer ye won panifo ahodo bi wo holma, wo mo edu onjuma ewo ye koko marketing company. Enkane pani ana wo ye managing director ye Rajo Fosten. Ni foni da ha Frederick Amponsa Doku, wo na deputy managing director ena Vincent Ochre Akomia, wo no any managing director wo koko marketing company. Na krata overseer e bo amane say wo ma hyase a wo lobby say MPP e de akwa kogu na wo mu nyina so ye MPP fo ya wo mu du omdwuma e wo honom na ne tituru pa ne Joe Force no wono no 2020 mu no ono resign ye e sign contract bi akoma ye conflict of interest bi a e kopie mu na woni yera mahama so ne som e wasafu ba kum na yesi wagina safu ne so ahyeda fa sorry ba oh asori ba we yesi ye die mu ano no na nka nya bia yera mahama edidibre no ama no etie no ho so nsem krata di aba wo kire se wo mu gusu a wo mu elobe pa na so Ghana fo bi kire se da bi ye omu nimon pa so omu ye MPP fo eti se yera mahama mo tena ho no mo san ye adwuma enya de a ebebo akra na wo ba krata ni fan ye to so mienu overseer Dwabo Ase ni mu a yera Kesela to forcing wo kire se abatuo ye course no na ye Ghana fo ni MPP fo na enya ase ye kotu abanyagu no enya sem keto akra esanse wo hwe madodo no a yera mahama enya ye na to omu tutia MPP amanyoko na na chese Ghana fo ani abre ewo wono so pa overseer edeba enanopai fake appointment bi enanam social media so no yera mahama office nkrata aba bedadwa ya ye maame bawa Moktari ensa hyase krata yi ebo ho amane se eye fake sa appointment bi aba din ahoro bi a enanam no yebra mahama onyansha ye na hyase apaw na points eti mo amashase amoye saade no munyai kra na montwe mo ho emfiri ho Kwame mi di wie ma me fa we mra yera mahama say 2016 olusu ye no ana odi ntwo no ne nafufuo bia na sinipa bia na ebembe omo hyase twetwe omo ho firi ne ho o nsare ye bedi bronya hampesa hodo bia na waseba afei na ma bio ne ye ori ni ya no
obi eba
Kwame suro di po o ma hyase eba
but what can he say was nyo no kwa in fact owura kofo John Ajokum kofo o se kan no boko no fie na nipa tama no president o se nipa guo na post ne ho beja ame ho busy wo free aban mu no e na o yes wo kwosira no duro na apostle nketengete apostle bienu bi ere gira ho e na se de na fie wasi aye busy no na why you din e na obusa say go that day I say we dey try also we dey try we beduru ho o say we duru ho no otiase anyway
yo ti Kwame ye de asi
overseer
ye de no ye de sori ana no pay
me da say kase bi kire odefo e na
birthday odefo nyame nhira wate nyame nye okese de o hwehwe wasase su nyina no wakoma so ade no de ye papa no nyankopon enya maw na wo ma wunyi hyere e wasase so
that's right odefo kwesi birthday you see the way they celebrate you this morning that be how God go elevate you you see the way he over you that be how God in blessing go over you